Hi, this video is called Decline of the West, and this is part 3. I'm not a Faustian. I'm an anti-Faustian. I'm against this concept of infinity. Um, so there's the Decline of the West book, and so you say, oh, you're anti-infinity, and you actually subscribe to Life Extension magazine, and you actually buy stuff from them, you know? And yeah, I'm going to explain it to you, my approach. Um, and I'm going to explain it with this current magazine. But I'll just tell a quick story. So my mother died in 1999. I was 36 years old. And I remember standing by the graveside, like she was dead for like 5 days, and I still hadn't wept yet. Like I just didn't believe she was really dead. I mean, I was still like a 7-year-old, like basically emotionally. And we said her. It was a sunny day. I think it was April Fool's Day, like 1999. We set her in the ground, like in the coffin. The coffin was open, and the sun was still shining on her, and I still didn't feel anything. And then they closed the box, and we started tossing dirt on it, and people were, saying things. And then, like, my whole world just felt like it collapsed, and I was like falling into an abyss, and this was going on in my head. I felt dizzy and, vertigo. And that was the beginning of a transformation. Up until that time, up until that moment, I had a sneaking suspicion that I was going to live forever. I knew other people died, but me, I could live forever. I tell you, I was a 7-year-old, right? Like in a 36-year-old's body. But when we buried my mother that day, I remember having the distinct thought, I'm going to die too someday. And I mean, most people learn that before 36, but hey, better late than never. So then I said, well, okay, if I'm going to die, then, well, maybe I can extend my life, right? And I did research then about health and whatever, how long do people live, and the longest lived people, and it seemed like about 120, right, give or take, usually women, not so much men. And then I said, okay, well, then I'm going to live to 120, and I started attending these life extension meetings, in Palo Alto, California, and I got interested in stuff. I learned about coconut oil and different, stuff. And this is how I found out about this Life Extension magazine, and their supplements. And what happened to me, I guess it really was when my daughter was born. And I was 40 at the time, 42. I remember holding her, and my first thought was, well, she's so beautiful. But my second thought was, I don't have to live to 120. I could die right now. Well, I don't want to die because I want, to raise her and make sure she has a good start in life, right? That was my thought, though. So, so now when I do, healthy things, I'm going to start a Peter on Health channel. It's not because I really, really think I should live forever. I think we all need to die, and death is a beautiful thing if it works out. Like my mother died, it healed me, and when my father died, it seemed to heal other people in my family. And I saw that through death of our beloved ones. Sometimes flowers grow, right? And that it's fertilizer, it's emotional fertilizer for the soul. And so I started really seeing that, death is sad, but sometimes it can, be fertilizer for flowers. And so I'm a cycle believer. I'm a real believer in cycle. That's why when I hear all this infinity stuff in our culture, it just hits my ears, kind of in this sort of disgusting way. I had a fierce argument with a friend about COVID. Because you know what COVID's killing? The old people, especially old people in nursing homes. And my wife and I say the same damn thing. If I got to be a vegetable in a nursing home, just put me under, just bury me. What the hell are you living for? I mean, now that sounds kind of horrible if your mom's in a nursing home. I'm just saying, for me, your mom, fine. If she's fine there, that's not for me. That's not for me. So I guess I'm an anti-Faustian.